Hello everybody, welcome into the Let's Look Brad channel. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. My last video that I posted for the 2023 Philadelphia Nickels, I actually had 2 boxes. I was making sure you guys check through there, make sure you see what I posted for the comment information and also posting a like on that video. So make sure you go check it out. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe because I do have a 1 ounce round, a prospector round here that I was actually going to be doing a giveaway for. So I want to give you guys a heads up. Let me go ahead and jump into this video, show you what we got. All right, as you saw the intro here, it's Let's Look Brad channel. So I do have actually a big bag of wheat cents here. And to give you guys a heads up, I've actually had a pretty awesome opportunity here recently. I've showed this card quite a few times, but I've been working with the Rum River Coin guys, Jason Hootman there. And as mentioned, I've posted this quite a few times. I'm actually in between catching work. I've still got another month almost between me actually going back to work, which everything's perfectly fine. Just got a new job up to where I'm at here. But as mentioned, I'm going over to his shop quite a few times a week, and I'm actually helping out doing inventory, doing actually drafting and stuff like that, helping with the drafts and stuff. That we've got a Whatnot channel, and it is for the Rum River Coin. And every Sunday now, we're going to be doing a live auction over there for the Whatnot channel on Rum River Coin. So if you want super cheap items, super cheap silver, you name it, gift sets, unopened OBW rolls, which we just sold like, I think 15 or 20 original bank wrap rolls, old rolls from like 59D. I think it was like 59D, 60Ds. Like 77, 79, so forth, so on. So it's a ton of years of rolls that we have. Had all sorts of mix between foreign stuff, currency, you name it. It was just awesome. We sold, I think, right out of 300 pieces that were on there. So I want to give you guys a heads up to make sure you jump on over to the Rum River Coin. I will be helping these guys out quite a bit. Actually, this is where this bag had come from. I was there today. I was looking for better dates, looking for any RPMs, OMM, so forth, so on. So looking through these right now, since I got you guys here, I love doing it. It doesn't bother me none to run through the pennies. And I'm pretty sure here in the future, he's going to give me opportunity to be able to bring bags of, nickels and buffalo nickels and half dollars and so forth, so home. So I can look through them, get the better varieties, get the better dates, put them in 2x2 flips or Mylar flips or however it may be, bring them back up to the shop. It helps him out, but it also helps me out because it keeps my mind moving. It keeps me going in a direction to understand and learning and seeing stuff and everything for the coins. So I want to give you guys a heads up. Like I say, Rum River Coin. And that's what I've been doing quite often. We had actually an auction the other day, and he had this piece in there. This is actually the presidential silver coin set. Tells you a little bit about it. It's actually a black case, has a presidential seal, presidential set and stuff. But man, look at that. The toners that are in there, 64, 64, 64. This is a nice, really nice little set. So as always, I like collecting, oddities, sets, albums and stuff. But this thing here was just beautiful. And like I say, you put this sleeve back in here for the COA or the information on it and close it up. It's magnetized. Pretty nice case. So I got that from him also from doing some helping out. But I want to give you guys a heads up. We're going to be looking for a ton of stuff in here. I am actually also going through it. If I'm not pulling a variety out, I'm pulling a better date. I'm also pulling the nicer coins. He had some nice 1910s, 1911s that came out of here. 21s, 25S's, so forth, so on. So I'm trying to pull out all the best or the better of the coins and then letting them, yet again, run through the option if they want to keep them, sell them for $1 or so, slab them up, put them in their nice little case that they've got up there. Just giving you guys a heads up. This might be a pretty cool opportunity for me and to bring you guys along in the journey, along doing this. And as mentioned, I did have the pennies and stuff, and I looked through a bunch of these pennies, gave me some more business cards and stuff. So looked through a bunch of those pennies. A lot of them, they're all wheat cents, but a lot of them don't have any kind of varieties on there. They've been ran through, but perfectly fine because I'm always in the mood for collecting copper, and he gave it to me at a good price. So anyhow, let's go ahead and jump into here and see if we can find anything additional in here. But yeah, that's awesome. We'll pop them up under scope if I get anything, but I'll bring you guys right back in here in a second. Just to show you guys exactly what I'm doing, the process I'm walking through right now, I put the bag out, lay the coins out onto the mat. Now I'm going to take penny by penny, which they're all wheats. This is a pretty nice, actually, 1918 Denver. Eye appeal is pretty good on it. Oh, and then pick it up on the reverse there. It's got a little bit of grain going on, so that's pretty. That's a nice 1918D, and plus there are a few dollars in this condition. So I wanted to make sure to put it up under the scope and check it. Well, if I get up under the scope, but put it up under the scope. Just check the date, check the mint mark, make sure there's no doubling going on. Everything I needed to check between the eyes, doubling of the ears, anything Liberty. In God we trust. I don't see any kind of doubling, no extra die cracks or anything. Flip it over and I will check the reverse. Got a nice little gouge there. Looks like a little bit of a peel there right between the C and the E. And then a die crack there on the L of Pluribus. So it's, you know, it's worn, but it's worth a couple of bucks. $2 to $3 maybe for somebody who wants to put it in the album and fill that spot. Like I said, it's good condition, plus it's a nicer year to have. So anyhow, I set them up here just to go through, but I also want to tell you guys, I know y'all have seen them before in the past, 1943 steel pennies. Steel, they're magnetized, so you can put them up under any magnet and it will do that. So just make sure you're checking your 1943s also, because you can't have doubling on the steel pennies as well. So you want to put those up under the scope, especially you guys who got rolls of steel pennies out there. Make sure you check them. You can get a DDO or DDR off of those. But anyhow, we're going to jump back to it and just throwing all of the coins I check in the bag here. And like I said, that's the process. Just want to bring in, and I do have PCGS and Variety Vista and so forth, so on added up here so I can check my years and my varieties. Okay, I got 3 finds so far to me. So we got a 56 Philadelphia, a 57 Denver, and a 1918. Just to show you the 1918 to get it knocked out real quick. It just has an awkward tear there, actually. It's like a peel that laid over the 1. Looks like it laid across the top side of the 9. But you can see it's peeled from the rim here across the 9. It's like it shredded itself here, so that's pretty wild. So that's just a little oddity there. So held it off to the side. We got the 57 Denver, and the 57 Denver, if you look at the mint mark, we'll zoom you in. They're tough if you don't have a scope. Like I say, it's really tough, but you can see the notching on top of the D, like there's another D. If I spin you upside down, there's a splitting right there on the bottom of the D. So you can see at the top and the bottom of the D. So that's a D over D, just a little tougher one to catch if you don't have a scope, as mentioning. But you can definitely see the splitting on the D and the D there. And so anyhow, so that's the second find. And then the other find is going to be a cleaned 1956. Show you the date and all that. 1956, pretty messed up. But right here on Lincoln's neck, looks like he's got something going on. Back you up some. There's something going on right here. You can tilt it and see it casts like there's a line here and another line there. I'm just not sure what it would have been because it's kind of low. So I'm not sure. I was wondering if it was like the portion of the E here coming out. So anyways, it looks like a little die clash on this one. So that's another little oddity find. So 3 so far, and we're not even halfway done. Little change of scenery. So I'm up here in the kitchen area. Why not bringing my scope up? The wife's downstairs using the office desk, which is perfectly fine. As you see, we've got a ton more of wheats to go through. We've been stowing the ones we're checking into the bag there. We got a few finds right here I want to show you guys. So what I'm doing is I'm actually pulling out the better dates, or those dates that are really tough possibly to get for folks to put in albums, and you know, the $1 fine, $2 fine, stuff like that. So a 31 there, so I pulled it out to the side. Like I said, got a little sheen on it, probably clean, but yet again, it's got some nice wheat leaves on there, the stalks and stuff on there, so that's pretty nice. So that's a 31. This one here has got a crazy peel on it. Look at that. That's crazy. It laps across his head, around the top side of his head here, back over, cornering them all the way around here. So it's a crazy peel on this one. That's a 1925. So that's a cool little find too. I like that. That's awesome. That's a huge peel though. So then I got some random years, nicer. This one probably looks cleaned. 1919. It's got like a, you see the coloration between it? It's kind of wild though. So in 1919, it looks decent, but I think it's clean. It kind of looks gold plated too. I could be wrong. Could be pretty clean to where it makes the copper in come out. So 1921, just pull that one out to the side. I'll show you a few of them that I pulled. 1918S. It's not massive damage. You see the little dings and stuff like that on there, but the eye peel in this, whenever you pop it out and put it in the binder or whatnot, I mean, it's got some meat on the bone. You can see some of the facial stuff. So probably something somebody wants to put in an album. Same thing with all these running through here. What do we got there? We got a 1919S. Same thing. Probably something nice to put in an album. There's a lot of times that I don't get the teens and the early 20s. So this is nice just to pull out. You'll probably sell a handful of them for $1 or something like that. Maybe a couple of bucks for a handful of them. But that's what I'm going through and doing, stacking these off to the side. So anyhow, just to bring you guys in a quick second. To let y'all know, I did turn in that first set of run-throughs that we were doing before I came up here to the table, but I just want to let you guys know we did finish up this bag here. So I think it was a little over, right around 1,100 wheats total, which is perfectly fine because he has got a ton of wheat cents up there. I think when I was up there yesterday, some guy brought another 30,000 wheats up there. A week or so ago, another guy brought 30,000 more up there. Some guy brought 4,000, 1,000. So he has got a infinite amount of copper to check through up there. And like I say, if on a weekly basis they keep bringing that in, it ain't no way you're going to be able to search all that. So anyways, we got this second rotation done here. Got those in there. I got a few more finds I was wanting to show you guys. So we got a 1927 there. It's got another nice lamination area going on right here. So a nice little lamination area there. I'm not seeing anything up on top for like a secondary, basically like a train track run through there, but just one single cut through there. We've got another 1956, and it looks like it's got a pretty good peel going on right here also. So basically like if the flap can almost lay over. But then this one is really cool. So this one's a 1940 Denver. All right, looks like got a little bit of something going on around the date there. Like it's almost like a crack that goes around the date, comes back up here. But if you pull it on up here, you'll see more going around the head, around the facial area. So like there's a little crack going on right here. Another portion of it's coming the backside of the head. But I don't know what is going on the reverse. Look at that. Interesting enough, it looks all about the same divots all the way across it. It could be damage. There could be someone who just had the time to go through and play with it. But the thing is, on the obverse over here, there's no like the rim isn't rubbed around like if it was on the concrete. Like it's no damage around it for this side of it, but just really awkward that is it on the obverse here, and it's all the way around. And it's more or less looking like it is inside the rim. This rim is still raised. So everything on the inside of it, of the field there, is pushed or smushed or crushed or whatnot. So no idea. That's an interesting one for sure. So it's a 1940 Denver. Hold it off to the side as an oddity piece as well. And then too, we got a pretty nice 1943 Denver there. It's steely. And it's got a lot of good detail on it also, just on in the back here. But a lot of good detail. Just got some of the little chemical on there, maybe like a little Coke or whatnot. But it looks good, so held it off to the side too. As another find. So we got a little bit right here to get to the guys. But I'm going to give you guys a heads up. I am going to be doing this quite often. Hopefully I'm able to mix it up, maybe do some nickels and Jefferson nickels and Buffalo nickels, and moving into more of the wheat cents, more than $50. So it's going to be a fun ride. As mentioned too, if you haven't already, make sure to jump on over to the Whatnot app. Coming up Sunday, we will be doing a auction at 2 o'clock. Central Standard Time there. So make sure you jump on to the Rum River Coin. I'm going to be on there doing the selling of everything. There's going to be 2 other guys there, being Jason and Adrian, which is also another helper there. So anyhow, hopefully you guys like the video. Please y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. We will see you guys on the next video.